Gamtel G Fiber, now you can enjoy super fast internet in gigabytes. G Fiber is affordable, stable, secured, and accessible to homes, businesses, and enterprises. With Gamtel G Fiber, the future is speed. Gamtel, creating a brighter future in communication.
All right.
Honey, did you remind him that the last time he sent the money, it was not enough to buy all the provisions?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell him.
Are you guys talking about money transfer to buy provisions?
Yes.
But
Don't you know about Baluwo?
Baluwo? What is Baluwo?
Baluwo is a service that your son can use to send provisions directly to you guys from the shop. And you don't have to worry about the exchange rate.
Tell me how Baluwo works.
It's very simple.
Just log on to baluwo.com and shop, or download the app on your phone. You can shop on the website or using the app to buy online basic products for your family and friends. With Baluwo, you decide what your money is spent on. Your money, your choice. Buy online products for your family and friends in the Gambia, Senegal, Nigeria, or Mali. Baluwo, better than sending money.
Are you thinking of owning your dream homes? EJ Investment is here for you. Secure our quality bungalows with 2, 3, or 4 bedrooms, or our story buildings, 3 or 4 to 5 bedrooms at very affordable prices with flexible payment plans at our Sanyang Seaview Estate, where you can enjoy the cool breeze with modern infrastructure such as tar roads, covered drainage system, modern electrification with street lights, gated entrance with security posts, and social amenities such as gas station, shopping mall, medical clinic, park, schools, children daycare, and a lot more. Our dedicated team of professionals will keep the estate clean at all times, provide security and patrol team within the estate premises, install latest technologies such as CCTV, Wi-Fi, home network installation, solar panel, and power backup system. Also, check out for our additional home facilities and interior design service such as premium tiling, wall plaster, home landscape, fingerprint home lock, and a lot more. Visit our office at Senegambia Kololi Highway and get a free site visit tour, or contact us on 4464-838. WhatsApp us on 3259220. Or you can visit our Facebook page or Instagram on EJ Investments. EJ Investments, we are first in properties.
Agada.
Mbijan raganyadi.
Albaka.
Mbaka important.
Yo, nga transfer la sto.
Ya transfer la sto.
Ha, code nyingi.
Okay. Korsa. Nsila ID soto.
Ha, sa soto. Sorry. Agada.
Mbijan bro.
Albaka.
Mbaka.
Bara alla service o tariya.
Ha,
mbare mo ki janna nun kunu bara tariya.
Janno mi yona forest de bureau. Gambia tonkon na no mbari ya bere. Ha. Birim koyna fo kato.
Bari si kodo kino kato nim fo bolong blabe to.
56 branches mola sota Gambia jam.
Ha?
Ha. Gambia kono anin Gambia bantala bankol. Nka kono kiya bele. Kodo sifa fo falindiro fo nyaadi lafta memmen na kodi to poto nin kodi maraw. Janno number 1 di nyonta. Andum fana nata anoda enterprise sotale. Wala nyindi ko domorol fana kol fana be firale de dadi mani domorol di fana beteat. Gambia dawda yalo ma fa kendol sotale je.
Ha e wo moyo diat ha.
Apelenta
ni wo ka ni lafta nyelen kendol e binaji.
Yalo bu kanyi la ko la baraka ba.
Yalo ndel chosano lo.
Abaraka.
We live in a day and age where technology is creating a world without borders, filled with unlimited potential to improve the lives of the people around us. Innovarex Global Health ushers in a new way of leveling the playing field with increased access to quality healthcare services delivered at your doorstep. Our qualified professionals are equipped with state-of-the-art point-of-care testing technology to conduct tests such as kidney function, liver function, electrolyte tests.
From the lunch break, Council, may we continue if you're ready? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The witness is being brought in at the moment. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back, Mr. Witness. Before the break, we were talking about the problems that were in the prison system. And I recall the last question you were asked by the chair, or by me, was that, well, you did not taste the pap because you did not want the berry.
Nimbida break la lead council ko mbe kole akole kacha kan menu be kasola aka hakilo baka ye nyinin ka kuma laba men na wolem domoro lu men ka lo moje ka fo me ye pap wo ko mono ima onene de kato ima la fi ka beri soto wala na ima onene
manke beri la ka bori beri soto la komi nyo la fi wala mandi ngi doro wala mo.
I was not running away from the berry, just that I don't like any stuff made from coos.
Well, we take your word for it, sorry, but also berry was a factor that would discourage anybody who has other feeding alternative from eating that pap.
Koto nyambe la kumotala bari very fana mu fennete me yalon kasi mo silandino pour ka fendomo me yalon ka boda da fengole bala satara e sila pour ka fendomo men bota o fen fasongol bala
ase kenole bari officer dol fana bigida ase kenole ol fana ka yin papu fana domole mo malon na ase kenole.
It could be that even some other officers ate this pap.
But have you ever had a prison officer who caught the beriberi disease, who contracted the beriberi disease?
Fodum anyi nene soton tale bang etela kala mutaroto for prison kono doku lalu mo soton te kono le men nene nyim beriberi ming me nene nyim beriberi soton misal kam ama akuran ya mari muta
ana kene ma kala mutare.
Even if it happened, I was not aware.
And of course, the reasonable explanation would be that prison officers do not depend on prison food for their survival. Is that not the case?
Asikenyinti ko prison kono do kulalu ibuka ijiko sembe prison kono domorola asikeno wole asabu fondu amanke otibang.
Mo jamal bigeto ngi kulunga kuluro le ka wala geto ngetere prison la domorola kadu ko prison la domoro mo fenete mi yalon ko ka sumanne hapolong. So need a part of that time we have come to a prisoner Jamal Kulu Alagero, Kadul Mutagele, Munial be prisoner la Domoro Domakan.
We reprimanded some officers who we caught partaking in the ration of the prisoners, because if they did that, it meant that they were denying the prisoners what was rightly theirs, and we reprimanded them.
In fact, it is illegal, is it not, for prison officers to partake in the food of the prisoners?
Following a monkey in the call, Lua from a balantale, pro prison corridor kulalu, a prison alla domoro domo.
It shouldn't happen.
I would not ask you why you ate the prisoner food in Makati. I'll just leave it at that and move on to the issue of the torture.
nte yinin kala munana kasola domoro do makati bar bitun silan sita kara koten.
So now let's talk about the torture.
In
the prison system, tell us about it.
Kasola kunya lukono o fonyembang tajireya men be kerinjino.
Coming tajireya coming nyadi.
Torture as in it is common knowledge, is it not? That the NIA used to come to the prison and torture prisoners?
Nyimul kulon dingolete. Ko NIA la do kulalu kana kasola jele kana kasola nkulu mutake tajireya je.
Well, I used to just hear it, but I never witnessed it.
And who would you hear that from?
Young official coming sudo ten somandanya tanando kuelde isa foi kariwol na ragenne ila kewol na ragenne.
From my fellow officers who would be on night duties, if you came in the morning, they will tell you that so and so officers came here in the night.
And
well, aka think wala fo atuta prisoner le bulisa mo le ba fola ye minkela.
Well, it's left to the prisoners to tell what happened to them, because my relationship with them was not to that extent.
Is it really lawful for anyone to come to the prison and ask that a prisoner be brought out of the cells after 6 p.m.?
Falunyum lua sonda nyinala ko moye bonam bantala kadunnan kaso kono aya foyen ko ali kaso lan ka fintindinan ala selo kono talang worowla katala woro tambiringo
kasola SOP kasola rules so ngine fenke ko 7 o'clock tala worowla na tambira dorong prisina do fengo be activity be ngenta sisla prisons le.
The prison rules stipulate that after 7 p.m. all activities should cease.
Do you know that for many of the cases of treason or sedition investigated by the NIA, they used to bring out the detainees from Mile 2 prison at midnight or thereafter?
Fo yanyilon ko kujama soton dame yalon ko eketa nyin jamfa jaw kuma kangol leti wala ka mansa kajafi wala ku fasongolu jama nyili kanale prison kono ke fintindi ila selolu kono fo wo mukuleti tala woro kola ni tala lulu kola
ase kenole bari waddo ni be la nyin kusifalla ten mo bika ila dunni la funto bika safe.
It could be, but it could be because when they embark on these activities, nobody registers their entry time and their departure. They come with the instruction that that information should not be taken.
And when they come with that instruction that that information should not be recorded, what would the prison officers do?
Sila nini wo kamfasongol nata ko itelana ni la ta anibe menkelaje amanyan safela prison kono do kulalu sila itol kamuneke
wala na wado welcoming ka ila record sold set straight drong ite to safela bay totelona so e kaminke drong e min sute drong wala ila morola ni maroti ka wala mudaka safe drong.
That is why, to set records straight, since they do not have names to write down, the only thing that they can recognize would be the number plate of the vehicles, and that is what they usually would write down.
Is that in fact setting the record straight, or is it not buckling to pressure and not doing what one is supposed to do?
Folum wolem kolu tilindiri nyati bang wala mosaje ko amunta detendiro yole lekan wala ye silandi wala ya kendi ibe kolu samba kan wo nyama ko e ka kete nyamen.
Alors detendiro long kadu ko feomi yalan ko niyaki abina kelela abina sababu bu lela manta masibola so amanjari yebula wono makani wonte ila masibola bina lawan na jedo.
It's pressure, because this is something that if you follow and do it, it will lead to your calamity, and nobody will do that.
It in fact goes beyond pressure. it is fear of implementing the rules against certain officers of the state.
Atambita silandiro lale amunta atambita detendiro lale amunta silandiro lemu puru ka kodo lutamandi wo molu kamma meni alonko ini wo kam façon lu kana ka sola je ka fo be mansale koma.
Yes, all of that could be.
Aseke nole o fo wele ketanu.
Wele keta.
Aha.
Could it be, or was it the case?
That was the case.
Could we have an answer recorded in English?
Saying say jabiro for proisa for angale counto.
That was what happened.
And not only would the NIA come to the prison and torture prisoners there, or take them out of the prisons unlawfully and torture them elsewhere, as in the NIA headquarters, but also prison officers have occasionally participated in torture of prisoners. Is that not right?
Fadung amanke nyintiko NIA la mulu kanaje ika kasolan kolu mutake tajireya je wala ye fintindi ye samba ye taibe menkelela ya kela amanda woto de bari tumodolu kasolan kolu menbe do ko la kasokono wolu fanglu fanal ke dabula wotajireya to le tumodolu fonte
aketa le kaduko tocho ni ajibe tocho ndela miro to ndela jero to tocho manke kafu ke bulo la mo kanda madron
it happened
kuma wado ni afo moy tocho long Kenya do bige ni yake mola tocho long akuja male keregero so mota fo ko tocho manke jero.
It happened because tosho, as I see it, is not just beating up somebody or laying your hands on another person. There are things you may say to someone or some actions you may take towards some individual which can be classified as torture.
Yes, I agree with what you have said, but let's first talk about the classical definition of torture itself. That is the unlawful beating of people or unlawfully applying violence on individuals. That may also amount to torture. Let's talk about that particular type of torture at the prisons. It happened.
Ya memfo to nyala kul keta wonyale bari mbe memfo kanjang wala mnyintiko ki kana jele tumodo lo kanyim molu mutake balaja to lu tilimbali yake tajireya wo tilimbali ya façon ro tajireya façon lu bitung wul mu kulleti men ya lonko mbe wala no masata kanko ikitaje nyamin
nga amanke defonya bari nga kibaro soto gele.
It did not happen
prison
in my...
official bigere muni alon ko personal torture jera da personal bigere muni alon ko ngamere natale evidence holdi ya report di ko prison official bigere muni alon ko sambale ko majeto ye mutaye bute jero so mode balana no wala to nyalo wodi.
I had this information but I was not present. There were some prisoners who complained that they were taken behind the building by some officers and beaten. Nobody can deny that happening.
In fact, there is a particular prison officer who is occasionally referred to as chief torturer.
Andu asodonta o prison dokulalu kono me ya lonko wati ni wati ate fangu mumoleti menka kasola nkulu tajire yaje hanufo e kafa enko tajire keba
biyele katunde fonga la ko ya no makendeke la alale nata mako edro manadu la jalo kono doron kadu ko yena ko do male kendeke
is there even myself they pursued me, but just by the grace of God, I was not. I did not fall into their net, but they pursued me a lot.
And in fact, there is this pending cases of torture by prison officers against some of the inmates, in particular Laminja. Do you recall that?
Yo, anyong between a call bijele menu be dending. Yo, bari a call dul from the sotonta le men yalonko eketa ko mo sotonta ekafo me Laminja me yalonko la ko keta nyamin aketa tajire ya fasongolti.
Laminja la ko malo bake bari prisoner bigele kadu nga prisoner killing fang kalamote ka fay Fatou Cissé o fongol ndena ko na sita en kajara ko fongele ko ya samba officio komale. I am not
very offended with the case of Fatou Cissé, Laminja, but there is a particular prisoner called Fatou Cissé who told me that he was taken behind the buildings and beaten by some officers.
He even gave them the names of those officers.
And during the time of David Colley, were these incidents of torture ever investigated?
David Colley la wato abe mararin kaso la tumomena. Wotajire ya fasongulu fodung anene soton telebang yewulu kulu kisi lebang.
Nenema investigate kadunga kalamuta one report le watumombe interior, one report le national njeto during the visiting committee meeting.
It was never investigated, but I can recall while I was at the interior, a report came by the visiting committee.
Prisoner officer do accuse ko ay prisoner lipale fa adam fa karoto.
There was an accusation against one particular prison officer that he beat up one prisoner and even kicked him on the side.
But
I did not get to hear the case proceeding. That was where it ended.
In fact, there is this case of Ibrahim Ajouf that happened in 2015. That may be the case you were referring to, in which one officer stamped on the ribs of the victim, Ibrahim Ajouf. He was kept in confinement and he died 2 days later. Do you recall that?
Asekeno ko wala mkuti me yalon ko aketa Ibrahima Diouf la quality katu nyin kibaru findita ko prison officer soton tale me yalon ko aya lipa hanfo aya damfu akaroto fo wo kola inata mutaje wo kasolan ko aya tilifula lekije amani tilisabanjaw si amari tilisabanjaw mantambi amari fata fodum amanke woleti bang
toñi nte wala fengal no ka foko atelo wala atende bari asodotale.
It's a name that I cannot recall to confirm whether or not, but such an incident did occur.
This particular case, was it investigated as far as you know?
Itala londo to kodung yo men dam fonya na tafa fodung inata nata ko kisikisile bang
amanke.
It never happened.
In fact, not only are these cases not investigated, but the crimes associated with them were covered up by the prison administration.
Amanke nyin dam mantiko mambula nyin kolu no maka kisikisi bari nyin kolu menu ketateng kasola kun nyaton kol na do kulalu inataka molleti men ya lonko ye nyin kolu fongol ke kulloleti ye mabo imanna akonyi banke kotake
o birim falingo ketale o kunya rawanyar.
It was after the change of government that the thing came out in the public.
No, Mr. Witness. Perhaps one could rightly say that it is after the change of government that people are willing to talk about it, but the fact was known during the time of Jammeh, correct?
Nimukuleti me ya lonko hani jan nimman sakunda ye falling nyin kolu dolu wanyar tele wotumo amuntale mole man akodi amunu jamela wato bare abanke tele wotumo bari jamela man sakunda kolalem mo nata soto molu nata soto ka kumofo ka fintindi ka banke kanfa kumo janjanta fonte
Yes, that is it.
And the cover-up was not just limited to not talking about it, but also it involves the falsification of documents, correct?
Amanke nyinda mati puruka akoy nung ka mabo bari anatake nyim fanantiko ye tapale kaitolu dadale men yalon ka denta wo kolla men mo kus kaiti soto balolti ye tapale akije fo manke bang.
What kind of documents are you referring to? Doctors' documents?
We would come to that. For every death in the prison, their paperwork needs to be made, isn't it?
Mbina otole bari saya wo saya kita kasola fo kaito buka soto menka dada wo saya la kuwa kama.
Autopsy report kasotole.
Yes, there is usually an autopsy report.
In fact, the procedure is there should be a coroner's inquest. Isn't that the case?
Ando akakenyene tifanko inyanta saya nyin na kolu lankena male ka fome coroner's inquest ka ko nyim lankena maka jube menketa aketa nyamin fondum wo manke boleti bang.
Corona inquest de ngamira ntenga min kala mutante damale festa wala kabirina nga director ya soto prisina bantajeto nga corona nga request ke for corona inquest ndatan festa magistrate la Banjul magistrate court nga evidence o di yeto ngamira kabira boto nena man corona inquest mo in prisons anymore again.
Well, the only time I came across corona inquest was when I was director myself and a prisoner died. I had to go to court in Banjul to face the magistrate. But apart from that, I have never had corona inquest in the prison system.
And that happened in 2017 or 2018?
2017 level for 2018.
2018
around 2018, I think.
17, 18
And that was the death of Mr. Luis Gomez, right? Or Liz, yeah?
Liz Gomez la sayati bang fonte.
That was it, yes.
And for all those deaths that occurred during David Colley's time, there was no coroner's inquest.
Saya lumenu beketa David Colley la time. O kiskisru façon lu manke je kawo furewol la ko jibe menkete la saya daliloti ka fome coroner's inquest anena manke.
Nene makala moda.
I am not aware of.
In fact, one of the basic requirements, a post-mortem was not done in most of the cases. Is that right?
Well, même fam mo ko kunti wala nyinti ko nim mo fata ka ko jube mune keta mune mun kule nyim fa fo wo wol fanglu nene ketale bang
nyim post-mortem la ke na la ke balia tumando akasum family mo lebulu.
Sometimes
ka fomo gele mi yalan ko ka ata fenko autopsy report o nyimbala ka tandi ko family nyimalla fi pour autopsy post-mortem yen ke fureo nyen kunna.
Post-mortem is, whether it happens or not, mostly is dependent on the respective families. Sometimes the family members do not want such things to happen to their loved one.
That is the case, but you recall that together with the investigators, you have examined the files of 41 individuals who died in the prisons, and a lot of them, many of the documents are missing.
Tonya omukuleti bari aliye wo saya fasonglu tanani ninkilin jubele menu kata kasola bari itatata ko wolu kaiti wolu jamaa bije ila kaitolu be yemandine mo maw kaitolu je
o kaiti mabo prison kono mo problem ol dijero
proper record keeping
manke sign for ka documento mu ka mabo pro anyata mabo damento ten mo problem ol dijero ka ko ngakala muta investigator do nata ni jenu ka kaiti lengi ni kanu jenu baro kaito nyin pour ka ja koliata ya je abe record lim buko min kono geto yo buko jele bari that particular fenko nyin mata nyi be mi investigate ke manna wotara o fenko kono geto so inata nan kala ka nyin karo ko mine o sabu but ngalong tilimbali ala ka keje dal.
Proper record keeping in the prisons is difficult, and that has ever been a problem. In fact, a particular investigator came to the prisons and they were following up one case. They looked at the book which had the record. They saw it, but they could not get the proper documents for the matter. And so they were asking what was the matter. I can just say that there is impropriety in the whole business.
But that impropriety would involve disappearing documents in order to cover up crimes committed by prison officers.
Nda wole mnyintiko wo kola wol tabalia anyama wole koto mnyintiko kasola dokula lusoto ndale meni ya lonko ikao kuru yake kuru ya menketa wonya ya kuoke suturoti ya mabo wala na wo kufa lukake kaito linyilubukaje.
Yes, that is it.
And not only would they disappear documents to cover up their crimes, they also falsify information in order to cover up their crimes.
Amanke nyinda mandi ika kaitolu yemandi bari bitung nyimfananda bijele tumolo ika tapale kaitolu fangulu dadale pour ka filindiroke ko luto meni alonko wolle ketaje ika adeng nyin tapale kaitolu la meni alonko ika dada
all of that could have happened. It happened.
I'll give you examples. Baba Job is said to have died from uncontrolled HBT and malaria.
Yini foko Baba Job HBT kuranne motime ya lonkole ya mutai manlodu la kenwala anim malaria kaje iko wale ya fa.
But the evidence received before this commission is that Baba Job was murdered by strangulation with a prison officer standing guard outside. outside the hospital room where he was killed.
Baba Job.
By suffocation and strangulation.
Ya fa iteliko ku makajeni wo kura ume ya fa iteliolefo barbitun tatani kibar koyo soto janko Baba Job la saya sunta munela ya kamole dete hanufo ya fa andu obe kala tumo mena wayatara prison officer menyanta kantala o fambe lorim bundato ibe baba fa la tumo men
obe ketan tolbe e fenko le sai tolbe na kala mo da kafo ko wala ketan ban tolbe ngani fenko soro no kafo ko baba fata natural le no
it is only now
ko min TRRC ma soro no nene tawolo da no kafo ko baba fata wala nyamon tolbe ngawle muta no kafo ko baba fata natural le no.
It is only now that we are knowing that, but before we held the belief that he died of natural causes, and if it were not for the TRRC,
but it told me yake toli na fata nyaming ba ita discourse la mole so toli ale la school are nyaming kadni prison officer be lori odla regere to le umna de o prison officer ina mine fo hani sai ko man feñ fo bimbe reng.
Those who did it, they will know, and they are the only ones who can say why they made the prison officers to stand where he stood, and the fact that they took efforts to hide it. And up till now, nothing is known about the whole issue.
Yeah, so, but you would agree that if the papers we received from the prisons show that he died out of malaria, as a result of malaria, obviously this is a falsification in which the prison has participated.
Oto silan ning anata fintinyi nako italia kaito lumenu dida ko kajele Baba Job fa adu nyine nata ke koti afata nyame memfota oto saen wala mnyinti ko itelio kaito menda da tapale kaito lemu
je mamira hani mamira jalay robe dan na prison officer damala kadu Baba Job fara da minta man fa prison Baba Job fara l'hôpital oldo.
I think the condemnation should not only be directed solely to the prison officers, because Baba Job did not die at the prison. He died
ye baba la fure examiner raje ko baba ngine ya fa ide kada kaito de dami alon ko ma fa oto itela profession ngenta question ma kelala le.
He died in a particular place which was handled by particular people. The doctor who examined Baba, how could he have written that Baba died of natural causes? Then that doctor probably did not know his work.
In fact, I am not limiting responsibility to just the prison. I am just suggesting that this was a conspiracy by various entities and individuals aimed at fabricating evidence about what happened.
Amanda,
you agree?
Ntebe kuonye samba kanyamin mang tumiro la bunda kilinkande. Bari memfintita wala mnyinti bunda jamal lebulo bakono anim molu meni ya lonko etelle yo baroke amunda sila wo bunda lu anim meni yo baroke wolle be dabe nyin kuruya kono fere sitiringolom
karni akol be jibe asara nyami isal ne ko fenomi ya lonko
it was a conspiracy, because if you look at the whole thing, how it happened, you will know that they were in agreement as they did what they did.
And for somebody like Ibrahim Ajouf, who died in the prison in 2015, after he was stamped on the ribs by prison officers, if you look at the reports, there was also a falsification. The report said he died out of chronic illness.
Ne ajube Ibrahim Ajouf la ko nyin keta nyami ye men damfu akaroto hani fo kolu kola na tafa ando afata kasola jeli bari tellata kaytolu menu findindi iko wo meyo fa wolem ala saya keta daro leti meya lonko aketa wala keta ala saya sababoti andu woto niyo jube woto wo tapale yale dunta o kayto fananto men data ala saya gula ko kama
ani sainde mbembulo choli la muni kayto dada.
Up till now, I appoint my accusing fingers to the people that prepared that document.
Ado prison man qualified nurse le fonso to sako doctor.
Because the prisons do not have a qualified nurse, much more a doctor.
But the point I am referring to is the fact that the prison authorities knew that Ibrahim Ajouf was tortured 2 days before his death by prison officers.
Amunta ndebe dame mnomakang wala mnyintiko wo kasola nyaton kolu itilialo ne ko ye Ibrahim Ajouf tajire yale wo tajire ya kola tilifula kola anatafa itelu be yo lonne wo londo be to bulu silango kola lo mekana o kayti soto balo dada
o min kam min foyedero non komi e ko mi longa keta Ani say o conspiracy le bigero wo ñoo chokilo ñoo kuriya chokinyo lo beter le gero. Ete alo min keta ngina faka pare say ni ngenta ete kanandila ete tawo ya fae wo ita kairo da mi ala mansoro. Ani say nga tilimbali ya ngintata o fanda fanala.
Yes, that's the conspiracy I'm talking about. Because if somebody like that dies in the prison, those who were responsible for making those documents, they are also part of the conspiracy because they knew rightly what happened or what killed that person.
But sometimes too, non-disclosure on the part of the prison officers as to what happened in prison could lead to a misinformation of those doctors who would eventually examine the body.
Bari asikeno fananko ninku keta kasola waira keta kasole kono bari itelu men be kibaro nyi fintindila imanna ku sotoringo fintindi ko keta nyami imanna fo wo doctor ole ko aketa tenne woto sai hanimbi wo doctor ole waira manke wolu nyala e malon asikeno wolu fanalu be kayto men dala wole sikeno wo siloti hani fo wo filo nata ke wole kono waira manke wolu nyala kasokono wo dalilo fanansi tarno jele
bari mamira prison officer be tole yala ye kuke fango danken remina ko tele aka andu wala sunta ngina sababola faka payda lo docteur nyaati ngole kay ko ngani kala wala na finkere du kara keteng.
I don't think a prison officer would be that foolish to do something which he knows that he is the cause of it, would go to the doctor and then dictate to him or her what to write.
Well, perhaps maybe we are missing the point here. Wouldn't the prison officer have a duty to disclose to the hospital what actually happened to the victim in the prison?
Fodo nyi manke prison do kula la nyantoti ko nim kuketa mo la kaso kono menketa la saya sababoti fo nyi manke siloti pour ateyeta ka tonya fo ko nyine keta nyinna nyine keta la saya daliloti fo wote kenol
wala ngenda kala barata kala.
That is what should happen, but he will not do it.
And this is what we are trying to get to. And what are the things that they were doing wrong or unlawfully?
Walem quoting lafta futa la dame bukatu walem quality be menu kekang menu silo mantanyola.
And it's not limited to these people that I have just named. Lamarana Jallo, for instance, he was also tortured by prison officers and he died a few days later. And the medical report came and said that he died out of cardiorespiratory arrest and things like that. But he was tortured and he died in the hands of prison officers.
Amanda woda mananga menu fote mo fanan sotonta ka fome Lamarana Jallo. Wo fanan ye tajire yale kala ka tilimbalia ko nyinkola anatafa bari kaito men nata finti ye nyina foje ko sisi suko ni niji balia wole kitala saya sababoti iteliole safe ko wole afa andum ni ajube tajire ya kibaro men nanta fundia tajire yale hanu fo wole kitala sayati
ni Lamarana la fenko nyi man tumando awato man telegeto bari kuoku afota gento coming prisoner tinkolea aksota mile tulenu
the case of
damanda prisoner fango damal hani official fango blata konole woman to receive konole official mutatale tinkolea geto wolbe keta mo be nyala gele.
The case of Lamarana Jallo, perhaps when it was happening I was not there, but to talk of brutality in the prisons, it was an occurrence which was very frequent. Even officers were caught brutalizing people there.
And ultimately, to whom would you attribute responsibility for torturing prisoners during this period, 1994 to 2017?
What was saying? Itebe tumir bulukumba chodi la jumale la menu mu nyaton kolti kasola meni alonko kabo 1994 kana 2017 meni alonko etelle marta kasola o kufa sonlo be ke kanje itebe jumale chodi la
obe keta amount for operation commissioner koma mimu Ibrahima Jammeh no andung Ibrahima Jammeh la ya marlo sotla mo ndamanke director general of prisons.
Well, all that happened during the operations officer's time, Ibrahima Jammeh. And Ibrahima Jammeh is a person who will not do anything without getting orders from the Director General of the prisons.
What is the relationship between Ibrahima Jammeh and David Colley, if you know?
Mune mchokinyo lote Ibrahima Jammeh and David Colley tema nialo.
Mela bariale bar Ibrahima Jammeh ka kibiri ngina no kade bora royal family le.
I do not know how related they were, but Ibrahima Jammeh used to boast that he was from the royal family.
And what did you understand him to mean when he said that he was from the royal family?
Nakata bota royal family le kono wolem lasili senu memu lasili nyaton koti. Itela okoto ite muna fahamoto.
Wolo munbe maralola bota wolle la kabilo kono.
That is to say that he is from those that were in power.
Who was he referring to specifically?
Amunta tebo jumale manung.
The former president, Yahya Jammeh.
And by saying that he was a member of the royal family, what was he insinuating when he suggested that?
Na tekalo akafoko atebota o lasilo le kono royal family in lasilo ala kumo koto amunta silang atebe mune lankena makangunya ka itandi molula
sembo
power.
Was he not in fact suggesting that he was above the law?
Amunda silang kumo koto momenti fodum amanke nyinetiko woto atebe luwa e santolale
atambita wala le katu kuja malbige Ibrahima yakejeto mi yalon kani luwa manta.
It was more than that, because there were many things that Ibrahima did which were in contravention of the law.
Did anything come out of it?
Nothing came out of it.
Could you give us examples?
For isi santiong dolu dinno la dolu fono nyele jangbo Ibrahima ala barakuldo.
Ngome nanga o officer bonina interior ngana fena mile 2.
The day that I brought that officer from interior to mile 2.
Nada nga hand over David ya nga for David fapatra.
When I came and informed David after that.
Olungo Ibrahima Jammeh operation bale ke mile 2.
That day, Ibrahima Jammeh conducted a big operation at mile 2. He went inside the cells and the medication of the prisoners, their holy Qurans, their milk tins and their tea bags. Ibrahima forcefully took this from them and brought them out.
Ibrahima kala symbol itandi kadi fengo mi yalon ko atintale prisina man bulusoto amansin soto o fengo mi bela tanangeto mole ana fena sako boro kumari nyaming.
Ibrahima was showing his power because the prisoners, they are like people who have no legs or hands. Anything that goes in there is what comes out from the outside from well-wishers.
What was his reason for doing that? What connection does that have with the person you brought from interior to mile 2?
Mun dalila le ya sabu ate barata wala aning mun chokinyola le beje nyinkolu tema ete membondi nang interior kanati kasola je woli nyosoto nyadile
ani wani wolu le benta
it coincided the bringing of the prisoner coincided with this operation that he conducted that day at the prison.
And your view is that what he did was unlawful?
Munte la jero munyiri ko ayo manya menke onya tilimbali altani luwa manta.
Tilimbali abakadu prisoner laboro.
That was very unlawful.
You suggested that he had a relationship with David Colley wherein they would conspire to do things. Is that what you suggested?
Amanda esinyum foko ay chokinyolo le soto wala ay denyo maya le soto anin David Colley wala na ekadeng eka nying tajire ya kulu tamandi fodung wala mkoti bang.
Kadu ko nte mi yalon ko ntele mala ke bat ntere hangila ko kusifa kelanu.
Yes, even me, who was his superior, I will not have that courage to do such a thing. In fact, if I do that, it will not tell well on me.
But not only were those the only problems in the prisons, there was also discrimination against female officers. Is that not the case?
Amunda kuolu manda wo fananade. Fatam fanso be kerinne molu kama meni alonko wolle musudoku la luti meni alonko be kasola doku la utumo.
Ying fatam fanso manda musol damala o ay mo belema.
The discrimination was not only limited to the women folk, it touched everyone else.
Could you further explain that?
Poisi demandi mfonyono woto fanang ka bonye nyoto.
David la julo ni ma dong inabi katano.
If you do not dance to the tune of David, you will not be able to move along with him. Whatever he wants, if he laughs, or if he tells you to jump, Do not ask him the obstacle you are jumping over. You will ask him, how many meters am I to jump? That is where you will be in a good relationship
For
with him.
female officers who would not jump, how would they be treated by David?
Musu do kula lo menu bije ni manso ala kangola akamune la wulukan
musol de mamira woli bataka ala marola bake kadu ko molo mi ala tirimal mu musol de hani labongola fangala odlina take musol de.
I don't think women suffered a lot during his tenure because he's someone who likes to be in the company of women. In the end, all these odlies were women.
So musol asekenole yalo musol ning ifangol manne ifamfo motela batalo na kadu musu yamu fenete mi yalon ko a confident bakele so mo manyana dunna la kula bake bari ngal ko yela toro ifana yela toro so David Bulle bari pour kana ka sata moye takela.
It could be that they also had some difficulties in relationship with him, but they may not be willing to talk about it, given that the issue of women sometimes is too delicate. But it could be that they also had their troubles with him.
Is it not the case that some women suffered in his hands because they would not dance to his tunes?
Faman kanyindiko musodo lusotontale menu batata ala kangokan katu imanson tamala atela kangola ate lafta ye menke imanso wala.
Efang ngamusu dori NCD geto bar hani saying ngari NCD nyawnya devila time wala yefonyo bari ayefonyo dalilo mina ma abika sata moye hani bi ndenga ngini ka nyawnya ma fenke ngalo ne ko nala on problem wala mi adna soro David Bulu bari atasuna fala moye.
In fact, I recently reinstated one woman who resigned during the era of David Colley. But I have tried to inquire from her the reasons for her retiring from the work, but up till now, she is not willing to tell me what it was.
That matter is the subject of special investigations by the Commission. We would call evidence on that. So that brings me to the last point in my examination, which is the issue of the low-level education of prison officers.
Bitum wa mukuleti me yalonko commission nyim fango bela kisikisiro kala musolla o karola bitu wala yam futandi na diamo la fanna labangoto wala mnyinti ko wodo kulalu jamaa be kono molle muyti men yalon ko ila ko makama manke kuti menseleta sando amunta du malan kolle mo woluti o mukuleti men yalon ko laftole jibela.
From all the statements I have looked at, it appears to me that the prison officers generally have very low level of education. Mostly, the highest level would be secondary school. Is that not the case?
Amonta na jube roto nga mem korosije. Wala mnyindi ko nyin kasola du kulalu mo jamaa be kono ila londo dango do yata bake anasita menno fangolo ya lonko e fisiata do mande wolle men ya lonko itata foy futata secondary karambu mo bandulato fo bitung wo kolu be wo nyame mo nya fo nte kuti mengbe keri numba
wala sodada.
That was it.
It's not their fault, but it is quite clear that even high school education was non-existent for the prison officers.
Amanke kuti ko itel fangole menke bari karambumba wonyin high school alondo wo famu kuleti me ya lonko kasola du kulal jama bije mango makamo fam soto
o soto dal nung jawara la watola nung ya commencé nung ka cadet official da from high school.
That used to happen during the time of Jawara. They started recruiting cadets from the high schools.
Oh, the late Antu Sedi Bolokonani Jibuseka.
Amongst them were the late Antu Sedi and Jibuseka.
And only two of them?
Two of them, yes, at the time.
And only two of them, up to now, until you have this new guy who has a master's degree.
amunta adanta umufulo de malela hanufo nyimmo nata soto me yalonko ate master's degree makamo soto londo la karola
wokola nga official soto muni yalonko ka ji high school le.
After that, we had officers who graduated from high school.
But
they were not always able to sustain the pressure. Because they never gave them the freedom to do the work the way they are supposed to do it. I have this suspicion, especially during David's time, that anyone who came there who was somehow highly educated, you'll be put aside. Because the fear was that you'll eventually get to replace him. I can recall I once conducted one selection. After the selection, they set the exams. After the exams, those who passed, we took their list. And we also prepared a list for those that failed. After we submitted the list, I was then surprised. Those that failed, I eventually saw them at the training school. Those that passed, I saw only a few of them at the training school. So what this told me was that at that time, education really did not matter.
As a child growing up, that's what we used to hear about depot. Education no matter. But maybe it was also a slogan at the prison. Education no matter.
Education no matter o kakofono depole. But silawo de nsafono la kole bekeri nun kaso fanana.
It was very, very strong there.
Did you raise the alarm bell that those who passed were not selected for that training?
Fodum emang fereke puruka nyi lankena mako. Meni nyi londi kontibo ganye imawuluta.
We gave him the list, telling him that these are the ones that passed and these were the ones that failed. But he said to me, I know what I am doing. In fact, I am going to personally do it myself. So he removed us from it completely. And so he did his things the way he wants them.
Did you report to government?
I couldn't report him because at that time I was working directly under him.
Talking about slogans, there's another slogan at the prison. That it's better for a prisoner to die in the prisons than a prisoner to escape. Because if a prisoner dies, nobody answers for that. But if a prisoner escapes, all of you would be held responsible.
Fisiata le puru kasola nkoe fa kasola wale fisiata dina amari kana katu nin kasola nko kanata meni yalonko wolebe akunaje kaso kunna amunda wolebe nambaro sotulale
wose keno le katu otumo molmin begere masayagel non kafa ko be mata jawolle tunu
that could have been
kana oda kela ku ijirintinu.
That could have been the case because those that were incarcerated in prison were seen by those in government as their enemies. And so for one of them to escape was not going to be easy.
Could have or was the case?
Asikeno fodun wale mukwoti numbang.
Osekeno katunene mo bile mbo mo elegando.
It could have been because I never heard it. Today is the first time hearing it.
Was it not the case that deaths in the prison were always covered up?
Faman kenyindiko nisa ketakasola jama ikakonyi nunne.
Mote balano la kaduko ni prisina komi ya report ko mole prisina mutaya damfwa karokata. Report ota tandi ko prisina fata malaria la odo cover up lodi.
No one can deny that because if a report is given that someone was kicked and they suffered broken ribs and died, and then the report from the hospital states otherwise, then obviously it is a cover-up.
So for deaths in the prison, nobody was held responsible.
To wolem nyinti ko ni saya keta kasola obito atumo bukala mokang.
Nene ma officer di min tumal wala ya charge ko atele prisoner la saya sundatela nene ma asekede bari nene ma kalamura.
I have never seen any officer that has been accused or even charged for the death of any prisoner. I have never seen that.
So the first part of the slogan held true.
Amunta wasando ala folodula nyang wolem tonyati.
Death in the prison, nobody is responsible.
Saya na keta kasola ibukatu miro la mokang.
Yes. But when it came to escapes, all of you would be responsible.
Bare ninkano keta kasolanko kanwata. Oto menu bebe akunna kantarola. Aduno kala ulu bele kang.
Escape ode woka nyade on the bakel.
Escape used to frighten me a lot.
You would agree with me that the prison in Gambia is a terrible place to be in.
Ibesonan maleko kaso Gambia je mudinkra sangara baleti banko kan.
Nundo.
Before. Still.
Pokana bula sayin na hanibi.
Sayin call yon fatagele.
Things are a little bit lax at the moment.
Yes, a little bit, but still terrible.
Amanke demanding for yon fatagele.
It's not a little bit. In fact, it's much more.
Mr. Manneh, this is not an indictment of you as a person. It's an indictment against the system. That the prison in this country is terrible. Conditions are terrible.
Ni manke kala miroti ya menwulindi ti kama. Ni mukuleti membe caring kasola systemo nyin kono. Amanke kala miroti pruite de. Bari kulo membe caring nung amunda sayin wolem nyintiko wolem koti mbe lanke na bakang.
Abole nyama bari nga mera katol be caring ne.
Yes, that is.
Puruka wolbe to benda nyama kadu nyali akala ni SS army be caring den prison act fango. Abe review kan ne sign thing.
Yes, that is the way things were, but efforts have been put in place to make things better.
You don't have to wait for a Prisons Act to be reviewed and finalized before you improved on the conditions, the physical conditions of the prison.
Aman kenyintiko alinyanta batulale hanufo kasola lua nyi ya jube purka falin. Mkolu nyanta kelale, katakolu nyanta kelale purka jako, kolu be laring kasola nyamin. Ay falin kolea boje.
Wala nanko yuruwa ketale improvement ketale wara hani prison among finalized follow hani ya yuruwa be kekane nga fengo fenje mi ya lonko asekeno yuruwa di ndol bi kama sabatu wala.
As a human being, are you satisfied with the conditions in the prisons in this country?
Ko ite mu hadama dingote nyami amunta say nyimuite kolu lanya kendoleti kolu belarin kaso kono nyami nyin tembe
ani.
No. Thank you very much. And the Commission would welcome to hear views from you as to how the conditions in the prison or the institutional arrangements could be improved. And for that, you can take your time and send us some written memorandum on that subject sometime in the future.
No problem.
Thank you very much. Mr. Chair, the witness.
Bitun sayin kaya fo nyame isi wato ta itebe ya marolu menu dila ite lafta falin kandolu yemen ke kasola isi wato ta nyaton to purka kaito safe yewo kinan commission ye
inshallah mbakela
God's grace I will do it.
Thank you very much, Emma Council, and thank you, Mr. Manneh, for your testimony and for coming to testify before the Commission. Before I give the floor to other members of the Commission, just want to find out from you if you were around in mile 2, November 2014, when Juan Mendez, world-renowned human rights expert, former colleague of mine, led a team that came to the Gambia here.
Ako janinga be silo di la commissioner la pour ye nyinin karol ka wala kuma fo 2014 ata fango teri soton ta memu moto bori mbati me ya lonko anim mulu nata kana kasola ka dukoli jibe fodum wo yetara jele bang.
2015 wala 14 kadu 2000 mbe intiri wato men nga kalamuta non ko human side la timo do nata no mile tu non pour kana visit la njeno.
When I was at the interior, I got word that a human rights team came to the prisons to make a visit.
Inata nang inila dulal long kadu yela dulal tombo ne ingenda tala damendo kadi inata ne ko ilafta tala security winle.
When they came, they had already pinpointed the areas they wanted to visit. And when they came, they said that they wanted to visit the security wing. But when they came in, they were denied that access. They were only allowed to enter into the main hall. That one I was aware.
Well, that's the point I really want to ask him if you were directly involved, because the Human Rights Council in Geneva had negotiated with the government of the Gambia the terms of reference for Juan and his team to come for a visit here. Juan Mendez was, at that time, special rapporteur on torture and summary executions.
Ako tumo nyin kambe sotonda kab Geneva ko Mendes atelom nyaton ko tinu wotumo me yalon ko atelom kibarul no masatalar nim bankelati nyin tajire ya ko la karola wala na wo anala ka fomulu na tanan jung pour kana kumpa boro la kasola wala na mba ko no masata kan pour ka along aketa nyamin wolem koti me yalon ko aketa wotumo
wato mantere nga kibaro mere.
That time I wasn't there. I only heard the news.
They were denied access to named detainees and also denied access to the security wings. So you can't throw any light on exactly what happened at that time if you weren't there.
Otumo e balantale puru ye modo luje menu tolfo andu balantale fang puru nyi mole futa security wing wala na ningwairi wotembo ayatra ete mantara marilin jela woto wolem nyindi ko etete kuma fono la wokolto men yalon ko wolle tamata je wotembo.
But did you know who exactly gave orders that they be denied access to the security wing? Did it go far up to the president, or it didn't go that far? Or maybe
Fatou nying aketa nyamin fo isi fem fono le ka foko jumale ye bali futola security wing ani lafta menna men ye baliala fo kulom nyinti me yalon ka aselata sando le kata hanfo president la kolu to bang wala men ye bali akola fo isi londi soto akolo
David wotumo da kala yamaro jama bata interior ministry lenum.
Well, at the time, David used to take his instructions from the Interior Department.
Well, if you were at the Interior Department, were you consulted?
Ni benu interior wotumo fodu mankuma futandi tema otembo.
Futande ma wato yente samba gele komi yenjen kendile dorong yen samba gele na falte na geto.
No word.
Excess staff le mondi gedal.
No word on that issue came to me. I was posted at the Interior Ministry just as a way of taking me out of the scene. I was not serving any useful purpose at the ministry.
At that senior level where you left the prison, it was more vanity in the Interior Ministry.
You were hopeless at the ministry.
Commissioner, and so far the most senior commissioner in the prisons?
I was a commissioner, so far the most senior commissioner in the prisons.
Thank you. Commissioners, if you have any questions. Commissioner Kerr, you have the floor. Then I'll come to you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Kerr, Numbara Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Jata, for your testimony.
Mr. Jata or Manneh?
Manneh. Sorry, Mr. Manneh.
Numbara, Mr. Jata, ila sede arokan.
Mr. Manneh. I seem to mix your name with the other prison officer who came here. I'm sorry for that. I have 4 questions I want to ask you. We've had previous witnesses who came here and narrated instances. And we also had testimony from other witnesses where it seemed that there were prison officers who violated the rights of prisoners.
Men kata nyinti ko kasola lokula lu sotontale men ya lonko ye lua tinya ye halamaya nyanto lu tinya kasola nkolu la nyanto momenti.
The first question I want to ask is,
do
you have any procedure for prisoners to report cases where they feel that prison officials violated their rights?
Folum ni sotontale pour kasola nkolu isi la wasi dalu fonole ni misali kama kasola dokula lu yela nyanto lu tinya fo isi o wasi o kenole ban fo be kerine nutumo.
Mantara kerno anyata kerno yamene wala ngenti coming oversight body sol mi yalon ko kana prisoners kono visiting la.
It was not existing at the time, but the way it should have happened is that the oversight committees that used to come to the prisons for visit,
like human rights and then visiting committee,
like the human rights and the visiting committee.
Visiting committee la mandate do mi ne coming what doing in la kaso kono le ka jebe round in personally diamo.
They have amongst their mandate to occasionally go to the prisons and have discussions
ka moy personal fangola mimbe kering
and to hear firsthand from the prisoners as to what is taking place
and ila Kenya be nyami ngero
and also their situation
prisoners ya address
so that they can address that.
I will fango wato pour ka silo di la pour eta kaso kono ni personally diamo aka ke do ko woldi.
But even at that, sometimes it is difficult for those bodies to be given access to be able to meet the prisoners and to get to hear what their problems are.
So
So that was the problem.
Prisoners say la problemo sata munia drong wollo mi munu fangote munia lon ko ni problemo soro kadi wolo wodi.
The prisoners can only tell their problems to the very people with whom they have the problem.
In that case, when they report these matters to the prison officials, so nothing is done.
Amunda wala mindi ko niteliye la wasi dalfo o kasola do kulali fem buka keje.
Hani fenkere gere bari mbika akomo la bango mbika akuna fenyelong.
Even if something happens, in the end, you don't know where it ends. You cannot differentiate between the tail and the head.
Thank you. That answers the other questions. Maybe just a suggestion in your closing remarks, if you can further throw light on this and suggest to this commission how we can have internal mechanisms in the prisons to ensure that when there are alleged violations of the rights of prisoners, it can be also addressed internally. Thank you.
Numbara ila o jabiro we na nyinin kar dolu jabile lafta meno nyinin kala num barbitun silang ila kacha kono bini bela kumolu kumfala I finansi ni ya markolu dinon nale ko kasola yanta mum fere le sotonna pour kasola nkolu ni la nyantolu tinyata itel fanalu be wasio la nyameng be wasi la jumanyo le wo bunda nyanta sotonna le kaso kono me ya lonko asitara lori.
Thank you. Deputy Chair, you have the floor, please.
Munda chairman no lanko le kane nyininka.
Thank you.
Akoy numbara.
Witness, good afternoon.
Akoy tinyang selo.
Numbara.
Okay. My question is, I have several actually.
Akala nyininkaro jamale babulu.
Was David Colley the only DG throughout the period 1994 to 2017?
For David Colley the malum Director General to Wuche Umume Bekono, Kabu 1994 kana 2017.
David I signalu lutale.
David had 5 stints at the top. Sometimes he's removed and after a short while reinstated. In the interim, they will bring in someone. Amongst them was
Modlamin
Jaju was brought in.
The late Anti-Rose Klu
and the late Anti-Rose Klu was amongst them.
Bora Koli
was also amongst them. Modu Sise also was amongst them.
David Kabujere, what he did Yamurundinang.
David used to leave after a short while. is brought back.
And
each time he returns, it was always not a peaceful stint for people because he comes in a combative mood.
But the people that took over, interim, what did they do to improve the lot of the prisoners during their time of office?
Molu kenati niate bondije wala watu ndingu me kakije folu ibuka kuke me yalon ka aske kolu sono yandiranti ibe menkela kasola ba
the late anti roskulu wala watu sutunga wala kejido adu watu mantere gido waya trambe peacekeeping mission dafo.
The late anti roskulu was in charge for a short while, but at that time I was on a peace mission in Darfur.
But
I heard that during her tenure, all the prisoners were happy. Because she would go personally to the kitchen and supervise the preparation of the food. I was aware of that at the time. They gave me that information.
Thank you. Do you know what berry is?
Berry dum yalo neba.
Very common na own definition ng think jami woleng in the common domoro mi yalong ko among that nutrients or among that value soro. Ni mo ya domo abelaban na kilawol sasa sipa domoro mi yalong ko dala among amarigdal.
According to my own understanding, is it results after consuming food which is not very qualitative or lack of nutrients.
When there was the outbreak of beriberi at the Mile 2 prisons, was there an investigation by the health authorities to find out and determine what the causes of this beriberi was?
Biring beriberi kurang sembo warta kasokono. Jata kende abundala do kulalo fo iman kisi kebang kajube mune keta daliloti me yenyin kurang sembo warandi kasola fo mo kisi roke.
Ase keno le ake bari mang ripoto makalamuda.
It could be that such an investigation took place, but I did not see any report to that effect.
Then how did they resolve the crisis?
Bitung inatawo kuola kolea nying bondino nyadile.
Beriberi la kolea nying. Coming out of them, beriberi la kolea na for almost 2017 mafangola. For nim prisoner besiri wato mina na kacha konolong inata kela kolea kul fonye kaminshoto ni domoro doldo. Ko jata kendi ajama bal fango bige to ala naso kasababu wala. So nana ngaje ko ninkombe sapero kela mbe baturo kela kadu ni harama dingola ni yole bejeto. Anunte la filangi na ngalege situketo mi alon ko manyela wato ni prisoner jamal nangam le farante sonna wala. So mang approval batum nga instruction di wala nyamang ko e nyim papo mudaya stop. E papo stop wato mina andu kino domoro dol bigete ye improve demanding bi alhamdulillah. To nyai ba fa domoro le mantia wala fenkere bari itita la gete prisoner je with that fenkoning complication.
Just as I said earlier on, the problem of beriberi extended up to 2017. But like I told you earlier on, it was after I had a discussion with the prisoners and they told me that the disease they were contracting was as a result of the kind of food they were eating, like the pap. I made sure that I gave instructions that the pap be stopped completely and ensure that the other types of food were a little bit improved. So now, thanks to God, you may say that the food is not very palatable, but there is no one that you can find in the prison with that kind of disease. In fact, I do not want to leave a legacy wherein people will say that, in fact, during the tenure of Ansumana Manneh, this number of prisoners died.
The other question is in relation to your term of office at the juvenile wing. What measures did you put in place to help the young offenders be integrated into society after they left the prison?
Yemu fere le tamandi je pro dindingulu men yalon ko ke nati je wo dinding kasola pro nyin kamala nin itata han foyela wato bang e findita kasola pro nyin kamala ni dun tajama kono e siyele makka ke mo kendolti yemu fere le ke pour que mako e wo karola
amira eko amanjeri fanjayo la murobi ka fankuli
I think they say it is not necessary for one to praise himself.
But juvenile wing amera hani YMCA.
But during my tenure at the juvenile wing, I had a collaboration with the YMCA.
CPA, Child Protection Alliance,
as well as the Child Protection Alliance.
And UNICEF
Even with UNICEF.
Prisoner ni tolenga kumase gedo ka tikel boni nang ni basic cycle to kana ka prisoner mo ke karandi juvenile wing.
We were the first to recruit and bring teachers from the basic cycle to come to the prison and teach this.
Ono fana ya lanko ngalon ko de karango la fana nga mechi sahari ngo dila mi ya lanko ni funjira bante sire ifanna fano wala.
But those that we notice would not be able to do well academically, we try to create skills training for them so that they could better themselves and be independent when they get back to the communities. There was one prisoner that I can recall whom we trained until he became a good tailor.
YMCA approach.
And when he was released to go home, we approached the YMCA. They gave him a sewing machine so that when he goes home, he will start his own business.
Social welfare aftercare monitoring.
That was where our intervention ended, but later on, social welfare took the case up to be visiting the child.
And no sign it juvenile wing Department Ministry of Basic Education construction or lagero.
And today, if you go to the juvenile wing, there is a construction ongoing by the Ministry of Basic Education. I think one of the best classrooms in the country is the one that they are building there. All this is for the good of the young offenders who are there, so that they do not lose what they would have gained if they were outside of the prison system. Because it is the right of the child to have education. We also took steps and sent our own officers to go to the Gambia College where they had their HTC qualifications. And we combined them with these teachers from the basic education department, and they are now teaching the children. So all these things are happening now.
Final question. It took the victimization of one officer to put the whole prison services into silence. So can you please explain?
Prison officer Jima.
Which of the prison officers?
No, you said one officer was victimized.
Officer killing soton mantoro lata menkan.
Officer killing for one thing. Officer Jama Bale Dunta Mantoro Kone Dol detain. It was
not only one officer, there were several. Some were in prison, some were beaten. Perhaps before you end here, you'll have the chance to have them in front of you here to tell you their ordeals themselves. There's also one guy called Anabi Jammeh who is a relative of David Colley, and this individual was in prison for 9 months.
Confinement, under confinement.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Diallo.
You have partly answered my question, but only on the basis of the juvenile cases. For this commission, you told us that the prisons should be seen as a center for reforming people and for ensuring that you provide them with better lives when they leave the prisons. Now, ever since you became Commissioner General for the prisons, what programs have you put in place to ensure that you will cover not only the juveniles, but also all the adult world that is in that prison so that they can have better lives when they leave the prisons? Thank you.
Can I answer it in English? I'm waiting for the interpretation. I'm just waiting for the interpretation, so I don't know.
Yes, we had a change of interpretation under the interpreters under I think the message is lost to the interpreter. Perhaps it could be asked again.
No, I got your point. You know, it is translated into to me in English so that I can speak in Mandinka. So that's what I'm waiting for. So I don't know whether you would like for me to speak in English also. Okay. Well, with regards to the reforms, the rehabilitation, especially the skills training we have, since when I came as the Director General of Prisons, I think that is not even a hidden thing. The moment you enter the prisons, the first building you face during Jammeh's time was a guard room for soldiers. Because previously when you come to Mile 2, the first thing you come into contact was soldiers. But when changes came, this new government came, the soldiers were asked to go back to their barracks. And the building, the facility was handed over to the prisons. So there, I also engage partners like Inside Training, Prison Fellowship International, and other well-wishers. And we were given assistance. The guard room was turned to be a classroom now. We have make partitions in it so that we can have different lessons at a go. And I don't think it is even something secret that it was after 2017 that we had prisoners learning skills inside the prisons and graduating with certificate, a recognized certificate from NACA. That started during my time. And it is ongoing. Presently, we have training almost 80 of the inmates in different skills, like solar panel installation, electrical installation, plumbing, IT, basic IT, and even entrepreneurship by Inside Training. And very soon they will be graduating. So those are the few that I could highlight about our programs of reformation.
Thank you very much. Interpreters, are we continuing in Mandinka or that's it for interpretation? Yes, I'm coming.
Well, we are good.
You okay?
Yes, please.
Oh, splendid. Imam, I see you have the floor, please.
jërëjëf ñu lay nuyu de la gërëm man affaire yi biri biri lay wax ko biri biri ruyu moo koy indi ruyu moom ruyu munu du ko indi
ako ñi biri biri ko men ka vote ako mono bu ka sabu de
lekk bu gën a baax bu yàlla wàccee gannaaw meew ruyu moo gën a baax
ko allahu taala man so ay domoro men bondi men domoro men kendeyata na bo keke la monolem
ñaka suur moo leen ay indil biri biri
ako ikonora fo fa balia wala kanyin courant sabu ka fme biri biri
seen lekk bi moo doon doy
ko la domoro ñi wala bu ka sinu
ba léegi su fekkente ne seen lekk doyut feebar boobu la dikkaat ci ñoom
hanin ka bi ben tembe da men do ning adara la domoro ñi abuka si courant ñi ate fa abe continuer lay kanedro
at yu passé ni ci kooku bi
ñi sanji jama tambidal santoro
amoon na ay yeneen kër yi nga xamante ne soo ñëwee ci seen gune yi
kanata suodol kono ni data nay la dimbalto
ñaka am lekka def doon indi loolu seen xale yi
domoro soto balia kanyin courant sifal sabu la dimbayal to ni la dindingol
soo ñëwee da ngay gis ay gune yu bari seen yaram bi ñu ngi neewi da nga yóbbu lopitaan be sonno
ni data korda dol to santol to ka je la dindingol ñi balo be kata andu kata lopitano to tanin na foy ka bata
ñakaleka moy indi lolu de man ci li ma gis
ako atela jero da men wala ñindi domoro la ñi soto timma balia wala kañin courant mesawol sabuyma
alaw fana se keno le bari ndolla kisikiro to ngamil jeto
that could be but by our own investigations and what we know
nin domoro fango Kenya adada Kenya tumando na ni se wala fayno tuma ka dada nya minno abalna ka fa ko to nya domo amanke domoro siri ngolon kan ko president gele ana suma ngolon hapole bale ngenta asuman na minna.
Perhaps if I had explained to him the manner in which this food was prepared, then he would understand. Because each prisoner has a special allotment and there is an amount of food that is catered for each prisoner. Before, let me tell you how this pap was prepared. The pap is prepared, let's say today, in the afternoon, and they will leave it to spend the night in the pot. In the morning, the officer who comes and is in charge of the food, he will come and add either water or some other liquid and stir it up until it loosens up.
Then
and then they will distribute it to the prisoners. So even the preparation on its own is having a big question mark. So for me, it's the manner in which it is prepared. It's not a question of not having enough.
Thank you. Bishop, you have the floor, please.
Thank you, Chairman.
Bishop, Commissioner, Bishop.
Mr. Ansumana Manneh.
Mr. Ansumana Manneh.
Do you have rules concerning the diet of prisoners?
Fole bungo soro me alonko bungne me alonko be marling prison la domorola.
Rules bang for room.
Rules. Sartol. Me alonko aka be wala marta prison la men be kasor.
Ha na sartol ni ya asoro prison actual to mi alonko menyulo mi alonko nanale a prepare abe prison actual kono.
Yes.
Prison la lualti mi alonko tani wala.
The rules are there and they are derived from the Prison Act which was prepared by Nana.
Are they excuse me, are they being followed?
Oh, sartol ni ikabule normal ba.
Kabla wala na maten fo nata falindiro ke dulalo to karu la yin sartol ni ko be normal ten ko men nyim papo ten so manda papo ten. Ate beti alam fe.
We used to adhere to these rules until there was a change of government because we saw to it that if we followed the rules strictly, it would not be good. That
prison Africa min jibete nying America ko kabiri 1954 lombang ya review lastly.
The Prison Act which I'm holding in my hand there was last reviewed in 1954.
1954 demantara keri no.
In 1954 I wasn't alive.
So 1954 la ko ninte ko be wono mala bi.
If I want to follow or to investigate an issue of 1954, times have changed. Even the food that we consume have changed. And even in the villages or in towns, the kind of food we used to consume then, now you don't see them. So if you want to adhere to the rules of 1954, it will be difficult.
In that case, do you make recommendation to government to improve the quality of the diet that is being given to prisoners?
Silang wokono fo alto alkana na surero kele bang albe masakunda yamar la menna puru ye bulaw silol no puru falindro dosike nyin kasola mol men be alon ko be kasoro puru ila domro nyin abe falinno la nyame
ha ngakele president li science ten komi nga fo nyam prison agriba review kanne
yes
anu jani wo fo komi contract committee mi ala be interior ninga na recommendation o samba gide kala moylande kadu ko science no fo mamboji ama menu serum tendañing nga recommendation ol do ke mi yalan ko isonta fe mo la nga improvement ol jodi diet so doldo.
Yes, the Prison Act, as I said earlier on, is under review, and also the contract committee when we take our suggestions to them, they used to listen to us. In fact, last year, we made some suggestions which they accepted, which led to the improvement in some of the diet that is currently being served at the prison.
Do you allow food to come from the homes of prisoners or those that are in remand?
Four. Alkasonda ban pour domoro e bona Manneh mol la mialon ko be kasara bungoro ye muraje fo ye soronde ban fo ila kitiyo nyinga amam ban fo lo be tani nakan pour domoro e bona la badi ngoli akanati e kaso roje fal kaso wala ban
monu beri man monu yalan ko ila kitiyo man ko si folo ka domoro ala wala e agera domoro tabiringo.
Those that are in remand who have not yet been convicted, we used to allow food to come from their homes.
Bari ngendol wadon ka kaitol genane ka bonina clinico do ki recommend some fruits and infant ko la kan fruits wala wol inka fenkele inka facility ya nga make so badi ngol ya say wala ni ntol fanga so don sa say nga ul jama ba ki jele.
Because sometimes they come with medical papers recommending specific food, and therefore we used to allow them to have them through their families if we do not have it to give it to them.
In one of the testimonies we had here, somebody complained that the food that was brought for him by his family members were consumed by the prison officers.
Seriandiro do soro jang mola je mealon ko seriandiro di jang ko wato men na be muto kono kasila bungoto domoro men ka boy ala mola karola ka nata e kase bungoto ni anata kasile do kulal nyi wala ki muna fanga domoro nyinna
nte balana no ala nak bari ma kala mo nte balana no wala ase keno le kadu ko dunia ko no nal kafura nyo kan gital kam aussi fa bele soro
I cannot dispute that.
Ko itebe molbe kila ko itolmu ibe molbe fenkela ka ko mo aussi fa kilingol non to mando dol bigeto isa keno le bari ma kala mo da
I cannot dispute that, even though I am unaware of such a thing happening. Because wherever you have different people, you have different types of behaviors. It could be that there are some individuals who might have engaged themselves in such activity.
Finally, when we visited the juvenile wing at Joshua prison, we met young people, the ages from 13 up to 18. And they've been there for quite some months without, their situation being taken to court.
Andu yeyim foje ko itarraje ko kasuro fo wati jang andu mesamba kiti bungoro.
And if the prison is a place of house of correction, for the young people of that tender age to be kept in the juvenile wing for that long, it's not to their advantage, and it's also not to the advantage of the nation.
Tara o dinnugol me alon ko bolla o sanjo be o sanji sifaro andum kasoto kala dingiral de me alon ko ni momo samba nyana kala molde me alon nyana kala dingiral me alon ko mo falinna ko me asamba je say ning afindita asi falin bar say ni wol tarta je fo wati jawdo o mambete o dinnugol nyinto ila sanjo ni ajube la sanjo ro aning amambete a banko fananto ite mun soto be men folawoto
amera wala fa mun na problème oti nung
I think that in fact was our problem then.
Overcrowding
because this overcrowding that we usually hear.
Prison
we are not the ones that arrest people. We are only custodians. Whosoever is brought in, we will keep you.
CJ office minna ke kalamutandi katandila ko nyim prisoner bigan na fonyi wati nangam.
If your time to appear before a competent court of law has elapsed, we also have a mechanism through which we will write to the Chief Justice.
Wale overcrowding fenge kadu prisoner kana nyaming prisoner bikata wo nyama.
That is usually the cause for the overcrowding, because the amount of prisoners that come in, the same number does not go out to face the courts.
So ibagela ko mamira intolga bulu basu dogoto intolga bulu mi dogoto wala ngi ka kalamutandiro ke munuke na fena ngiro ko ali ni mol min na fena be ala halol de anu ngamira ka wakele.
So we do not have a lot of influence in that. What we can do is to inform the people that bring those people in that they are getting too many and something needs to be done about their cases.
Thank you very much. Mr. Manneh, if you have any concluding remarks to make, please proceed to do so now.
Barakabake, Mr. Manneh, silang kiaman kami folam ngintiko ni kumasodo ibela fakela kumoda sorom menna isitente.
Mr. Chair, before he takes the floor, I just wish to remind that he had given an undertaking to give us a memorandum on institutional reform. He can factor that in mind.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
Okay. Ya ante na kumo be kala ya mamera be siala kaduko na nyini karo kono ngakuma jama fo gido mi yalon ko ningi isonyo kan ase keno kuleti mi yalon ko ase ken na statement odi.
My statement is not going to be long because I have spoken on many issues during my testimony, and I think if I can pinpoint certain salient points from that testimony, I should be able to make a concluding remark. But I want to remind all that no one should turn their backs to the prison. Because there are 3 places in this world. Nobody takes the other there. Prison, the hospital, and the grave. It is God that takes people to these places. Nobody would pray to spend their entire life in a prison.
So by bankobe tarla kerine inere banku jela keri mi yalan ko ko kasotala amma mira banko dene be dunia kono.
You will never find any country in this world without prisons.
Odo ayenta kelantol bela nyantol di purka kaso sembentu ya.
So it should be our responsibility to empower the prison.
Tumando alka kasola kaso bunkol kaso dunke wala alka la bataje.
Sometimes it is only the hardships that the prisoners face which you see. But even as the prison officers, we are also undergoing or going through the same hardships. I want to make a plea, and this is not only to the government, because the government cannot do everything. Anyone that has the means or the wherewithal to give assistance so that we are able to manage our prisons in the best way possible.
Jandi betala lori bande gente be kasola ku kaja fila ite gente mire lele ngamine contribute pour kaso mutaka sambanyin to that level.
I think that is what is important. Before you stand outside and begin to criticize the prison system, first off you should ask yourself, what contribution have I made to the improvement of the prison system?
Alhamdulillah ngaje saying molbe dang kunkanna.
Thanks be to God. Now we see that a number of people are responding.
Organizational binana be prison mudale ba support la.
Organizations are coming and extending assistance to the prison.
Amame
BCCI.
Ye boso di prison la.
They donated a bus to the prison.
Official ning prisonal bela sambarangolong.
And this bus will transport both officers and prisoners.
Amamo kumbano otumo prison officer ikafo ikombulu balle jamfara no maralti no.
It did not surprise anyone at that time. It was said that our right hands were longer than our left hands. Nothing was the cause of that except the fact that we constantly had to beg for rights. And state institution and this is a state institution just as others. Let's think about this. If there is no prison, then what is the importance of the work of the police?
The last point of Fenkoti.
If there are police officers, it's because there is a prison. Otherwise, there will be no use for the police to exist. So, I think if we empower the police, we should also give assistance to the prison department so that we can move along.
Religious institutional and any other organizational for bulo soto pour president zema.
The religious institutions and other bodies have a responsibility to assist the prisons.
Karama mentara Ghana on a study tour.
Because not long ago I went to Ghana on a study tour.
Ngatara gero prison kutalulu.
I found 5 new prisons.
Pentecost church be local prisons here.
And these were being built by the Pentecostal churches and without any involvement of the government. We too can do that here since our country is small.
Because
when I sit with my counterparts and we discuss our statistics, when they ask me about our prison population, if I tell them that we have 3 prisons in the Gambia, but if I tell them that all these 3 prisoners do not have even up to 1,000 inmates, they used to laugh. Because of the low level of our prison population. In some countries, a prison can hold up to 10,000 inmates.
So and
if those people are able to manage their prison inmate numbers, we too should be able to do the same, so even that our number is small. So this is my plea.
Fanal bela nga kafu nga kaso mutanga mako epuru nyanda mis finkela kaso nyanda lola nyami nga lowo nyama ibagela ko karu kaso de baila.
Let's unite and collaborate and ensure that the prison is handled the way it's supposed to be.
Nga molgene muni ala ko mo kende bal.
We have seen great people here who have had a stint in the prison.
Amela hada mayati nga fenna.
We have seen people who have
that happened because of God's will. But it shouldn't be like that because the condition they found in the prison should not be that way.
So being in the Kafula Gambia kaso de ma purum falanga futa level of dami alonko dunia mulsina na ina story to legendo.
This is the time that we should unite and come together and give assistance to the prison so that it gets to where it ought to be. What used to happen at the prisons, we are all aware of. I can say here in the Gambia, if you are arrested by government, anyone behind you, they are all your relatives. But if you start handpicking your relatives amongst the people, you will have failure. And that failure is what was what David got. And even if he were here, I would say the same. Because personally, the kind of advice I used to give him, God is my witness. So I will stop my statement here. What has happened has happened. Let's look forward to a new Gambia, a Gambia which will be an inspiration for the rest of the world. That is what I have to say to all. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Manneh, for coming before the Commission today. I hope your testimony would assist us in the formulation of our recommendations on institutional reforms, and including the prisons. Again, thank you so much, Emma, for coming to testify before the Commission.
Thank you.
And this brings us to the end of the day. We will resume our proceedings tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Thank you all very much. Meeting is adjourned.
Yeah.
yara nyilla domoro kadiyata
boy janno sikes restaurant
sa nakko be ninna dimbal nimbe domoro kala janno
domoro seneyata adiyata topotoro fanan kendema bije luntan during tamala abeka domoro ki janni adi manda wala de teka we bijele anim fanan ka fadi jang ikono e fa e ka fa minne ko pastry anim bakery iko fanan be kalele badde lomba conference lomba workshop lomba ye fo pendin lon dunia kono domoro betama nyillom international to wada number 1
amanke ba domola jandama
e sa domo jang is atariya
wo mu kubandi
sa nakko sa futandi
oto sa nakko be mu sikes restaurant
ndabana janna mu yat ni manje dorom bijam
aban
CK's Restaurant, known for best quality food and customer satisfaction.
Stewart & Co. Solicitors, a legal excellence firm in London that can help you with all aspects of your legal work. If you are looking at immigrating to the United Kingdom, Stewart & Co. can help you to set up business, buy houses in the UK, and will deal with all your legal works from start to finish.
For all your general immigration work, we can help you with that as well. If you apply for any form of visa, whether student visas, settlement visas, marriage visas, or a child wanting to come to the United Kingdom to settle with the family, we can help you to achieve your goals.
Stewart & Co. Solicitors, a legal excellence firm specializing in conveyancing, immigration, litigation, family law, personal injury, licensing, no win, no fee. Contact us today at www.sk-solicitors.com.
We have all the answers for your beauty quest, all the means to beautify you.
Welcome to Skincare Plus of the Gambia. Dalal lañ ak jàmm the Skincare Plus of the Gambia. Mbal Diala Skincare Plus of the Gambia. But where we're going to start with is one of our star products, 55H Plus Paris. We do have 4 different formulas of 55H Plus, starting from the Harmony Carrot product to Efficacate Replicate to Multi-Action, and also the formula that is perfect for those that are suffering from acne. The second product I am going to introduce you guys to is our milk protein, which is an excellent product. Main ingredient in this product is alpha hydroxy, which is known to be clearing the skin in such a beautiful way. Now, moving right along, we're going to move to another star product of ours, which is Lighten Up. We do have Lighten Up Regular, Lighten Up Plus Regular, and Lighten Up Gold. Lighten Up Gold is indeed a star product. Bii moom dafa nekk product boo xam ne duñ dee never have enough of it in stock. It literally just jumps out of our shelves like at the speed of lightning. Lighten Up Gold. We're gonna get to talk a little bit more about Lighten Up Gold in probably another edition. My brand, my favorite brand, or my ex-favorite brand, that is, because I have switched now, is Kiwi Eye. We do have 4 different formulas of our Kiwi Eye brand. Oriental, képp ku ma xam Kiwi Eye Oriental nga ma xamee man product bii rek ci laa daan kontaan waaye léegi nag switch naa loolu nañ ci waxaat ci kanam tuuti rek. Oriental anti-aging, perfect pour koo xam ne you're over 40. li tax mooy it has argan oil in it. Argan oil ñëpp xamee nañ ko ci anti-aging. Bu loolu passé Kiwi Eye Gold moom mooy Kiwi Eye brand bi nga xam ne moo gën a ees in the entire Kiwi Eye range. Moom tamit daf laa jox a very nice golden complexion. So amee ay cere am ay problème skin, this will be your go-to product. Kiwi Eye Privilege moo nekk ni baax na lool si ko doon diw sa yaram yaaxu nga bëgg a defaraat xam nga rek def dem baax teg ko ci yoon. Kiwi Eye Privilege war naa doon sa xarit. Kiwi Eye Multi-Action Mom, would they like almond products, almond oils? B is what we will recommend to you. We get our products directly from Paris. Paris products comes directly from the manufacturer. François Bidon, Mom can do ko introduce. Amal nañ leen the Royal Excellence Carrot, Mom mi nga xam ne moom moo gën a popular in the entire François Bidon family. Amal nañ leen ko. Amal nañ leen Puissance ak amal nañ leen Extreme tamit. Bu loolu weesoo Glow yaa ngi nii Glow kenn du ko introduce. Mom a star product la obviously all the time ñu ngi ko am in stock. Recently bii mooy coow li Diamond Glow moom la xale yu jigéen ñi di wóor tay yëpp anti binta gaay Diamond Glow kañ la Diamond Glow di ñëw well coow jeex na fi mu nekk nii Diamond Glow is back in stock. For the past couple of days xam nga rek parel kër Fatou beeg yooyu maa ngi switch to Express Glow xala expressal rek xala glowyal rek moo nekk nii mooy lightning fast glow product bi nga xam ne diwoo ko rek within a week rek am the glow you've been always dreaming of. The most popular glow mooy lemon glow. Bi mooy the most popular one amongst all the glow lines. Lemon glow bi moom moo gën a popular moom lañ dee gën a jaay. But nag ci gàttal amal nañ leen the entire glow correction. From Diamond Glow to Extreme Glow, Pure Glow, Cocoa Glow, Lemon Glow, Express Glow, and obviously Carrot Glow. So loolu passé xam naa ne war ngeen a xam by now ne ñun ñooy represent HT26 Mr Paris ñun ñoo lañ fi nekkal fii si Gambia ñoo lañ indil glutathione product bi mooy seen product bi gën a made out of glutathione seen product si amuñ hydroquinone glutathione la am glutathione mooy des new ingredient bi nga xam ne moom la skincare companies yëpp di tiitaroo daal ku defarut glutathione rek definitely yow nekkuloo ci yëpp yi so glutathione moom laa nekk di use from last month on and du la xeesal pecc waaye nag dafa setal sa yaram dafa génne all the imperfections which we all have du la weexal tal waaye dafa liisal sa yaram nooyal ko nepp moo nekk nii am nañ the entire collection amal nañ leen lotion bi amal nañ leen cream face cream eye cream what is this one amal nañ leen glycerine amal nañ leen sax a glutathione product boo xam ne pour lunette la moo nekk nii su loolu passé amal nañ leen the glutathione vitamins seen vitamins yi ñoo nekk nii one a day nga ko jël and not only ne dafa leeral sa yaram but it's a very good anti-aging antioxidant anti-aging vitamin la ci gàttal oil si nekk nii HT26 bentey rek ñu ci HT26 amal nañ leen 8 different kinds of oil from Barago oil to carrot oil lemon oil name it in skincare oil am nañ ko seen oil si is not only for skin but mun nga use oil si for your hair and some are for your entire body góor ñi indil nañ leen a moisturizer who says na diwi jigéen rek lañ dee jaay xam nga rek yéenay suñ xarit buñ defaree jigéen yi foog yéen tamit ñu sóoraale lañ amal nañ leen a very very good moisturizer very hydrating from HT26 du la xeesal du la leeral dafa ànd rek nooyal sa yaram HT26 bentey waxoon naa la ni ñoo fi nekkal HT26 seen Topsy Gel line bi moo nekk nii bi pour koo xam ne la waruloo xeesal really waaye leeral rek nga bëgga leeral nooyal mooy bii mooy HT26 Topsy Gel tamit amal nañ leen the entire collection and then moving right along bentey ñu ngi si HT26 waxoon naa la ni ñun ñoo fi toogal HT26 ma ca Paris HT26 amal nañ leen almost like 9 different collections from them preparation bi moo nekk nii amal nañ leen anti-tache usoon naa ko a couple of months ago actually about 3 months ago moom it says it all the name says it all it is anti-tache soo ko use doo am benn tache at all doo am any spot at all on your skin moo nekk nii du xees becc waaye nag almost xees becc la in my world and then amal nañ leen vegetarians boo amoon stretch mark te mu jaaxal la lool dafa fekkut nga ñëw skincare plus vegetarian line bi mooy pour stretch mark mooy pour réew so garabi réew ñi ne ko doon laajte amal nañ leen ko from the laboratories of Skincare Plus Paris. I mean from HD26 Paris, that is. Yes, I can't wait for Skincare Plus Paris. Anti-aging caviar and caviar line B, HD26 and caviar line B is geared towards anti-aging. Lolu moy today yange give signs of aging and you want to get rid of them, wrinkles, age spots or whatever it is, the caviar line is highly recommended for that kind of individual. Bente ñu ci HD26 amal nañ leen tamit another line of product bu ñoo ooyee white essence ñam 5 different formulas lañ am bi gën a fort ci white essence mooy expertise moo nekk ni moom moo laa weexaltal moom mooy seen strongest formula. The second strongest formula in white essence mooy caviar dina la xeesal ba pare tamit it has anti-aging properties as well because of the caviar extract. Bu loolu passé, the third most lightening product from white essence mooy the perfection bee nekk ni xet gi neex na lool and very nice on the skin. Bu loolu passé, the fourth most lightening product mooy Rapporteur bi mooy seen fourth lightening product. So today nga am just a black beauty, a natural black beauty, nga bëgg ko maintain, but nga bëgg am just that kind of glow, then I will recommend the Transparence. Transparence, mom, the name says it all. It is basically just very transparent. Ku nekk mën na ko use as long as your goal is just to maintain your natural complexion. Moo nekk ni Transparent, amal nañ leen the entire line. The soap, the lotion, the oil, the face scrub, and the mask.
Your one-stop shop beauty station. We have all the answers for your beauty quest. All the means to beautify you. Skincare Plus.
Miss V Designer Outlet is the #1 quality and affordable stop shop for all your needs. Get your evening dresses, suit and ties, office wears for both ladies and gentlemen, beach wears, sport wears, pure leather shoes for men, quality belts, bags, heels for all beautiful ladies, original perfumes, accessories, and a lot more.